Well, hi guys, I'm Celestial Shadows and welcome back to Princess Evangile. It's been a few days since I uploaded and over a week since I played. So, have to remember these voices again. And sorry for not upload. I can't even speak anymore. For not uploading Princess Evangile in a while. I just really should get my schedule back on track to 2 videos a day at least. Well, anyways, and start Burger Shop 2 finally after this. The real problem came after class. Chio, Chio, Chio and I arrived in the headmistress's office. I ran into Chio almost right in front of the door, but she didn't respond when I addressed her, and she studiously avoided eye contact. And I think this is the first time we saw the headmistress. I do not approve. I was expecting to receive a tongue lashing, so it wasn't really surprising. But the headmistress was somehow scarier than the chairwoman.
何よりも性質が尊ばれる万世奴において暴力沙汰など一報を耳にしたときは我が耳を疑いました。
To see violence in Vincines, which prizes harmony above all else, when I first heard the news, I could scarcely believe my ears. It wasn't really violence.
何です?
What? Well, I mean, I don't think it was really that bad.
何を言うのです。頬を腫れさせておきながら。
What are you talking about? You have a large bruise on your cheek. This isn't really a bruise. It's more of a mark.
似たようなものでしょう。
Semantics. She tapped her desk with a fingernail in irritation.
まったく。入って1週間でもう問題など起こして。まあ、そんな予感はしていましたが。
For heaven's sake. 1 week and you're already causing trouble. I expected this, but...
だから私は反対だったのです。だいたい女子校に男子を入れるなど、こんな非常識な話がありますか?
This is why I opposed to this. This proved just how thoughtless it is to allow boys to enter an all-girls school.
まあ、今さらそんなことを言っても仕方のないことですが、理事会で決まったことです。
Of course. There's nothing to be done about it now. The board already voted on it. However, she cut off sharply and fixed me with a cold gaze, eyes narrowed.
今回のような暴力沙汰と特待留学生の件はまた別です。私は学校の実務を取り仕切る者として原因を聞いておく必要があります。
This violence is a separate matter from that of your scholarship. As the person tasked with running this school, I am obliged to ask what was the cause of all this.
一体何があったのです?
What on earth could it have been? I checked on Chiho from the corners of my eyes. Her head was bowed deeply, her eyes fixed on the floor.
どうしたのです? 早く述べなさい。
What is the matter? Explain yourself already.
すみませんでした。
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I quickly parroted her words, but the headmistress' expression didn't soften.
誰が謝れと言いました? 私は理由を述べなさいとそう言っているのです。
Who asked you to apologize? I asked you to explain yourselves.
言えないのですか? 鷺沢千穂さん、あなたは校長先生の指示に従えないのですか?
You don't intend to tell me? Sagisawa Chiyo-san, are you defying the headmistress' request?
まったく、これだから後期のお客さんは。
For heaven's sake, this is what we get for accepting final course tourists. What does that mean? I didn't understand what she was talking about, but at the headmistress's words, Chio's shoulders began to tremble. Headmistress?
なんです
What is it? The truth is, I owed her a CD.
CD?
CD? I broke Chio-san's favorite CD. And that was, the reason she was mad.
もう少しマシな嘘をついたらどうです
And I knew she wasn't gonna believe it. Surely you have a more convincing lie than that. It's the truth.
マルコによる福音書第9章43節にこのようにあります。もし手があなたを罪に誘うなら、切って捨てよ。
Chapter 9, verse 43 of the Gospels of Mark states, If your hand causes you to sin, cut it off.
そちらの方がゲヘナの火で焼かれるよりもよほど幸せということです。
For that is at least better than to burn in the fires of hell.
おこのぎまさやくん、あなたの舌は切って捨てた方がいいのではありませんか
Okanagi Masaya-kun, I believe it would be better for you to cut off that tongue of yours. That's one really mean mistress. Looks can fool you. I had no idea how to respond to such excessively cruel words.
どうぞ。
Go ahead.
ごきげんよう。
Salutations.
理事長、どうしてこちらに
Had no idea she was even here. Madam Chairwoman, what are you doing here?
校長先生がマサヤ君をいじめているのではないかと。
Oh, wait, that was her. Oh, I was worried that you might be harassing Masaya-kun.
侵害です。私は生徒をいじめるようなことは。
Unthinkable. I would never harass a student.
分かっていますよ。他愛のない冗談です。
I know that. It was an innocent joke.
それで、今はどこまで話が進んでいるのです
Now then, what have you talked about so far? I was just explaining what caused the fight.
言葉は正確に用いなさい。偽証していたところでしょう。
You should speak more precisely. I believe you mean I was just bearing false witness.
おやおや。
Oh dear. The chairwoman smiled in amusement. I found myself relaxing. I understand. I'll tell you the truth. Yep, of course, that's the truth. But this will just get you into more trouble, and she might believe it. I think that's what she wants to hear, though. It's spring, after all. So I lifted her skirt. That's why she smacked me.
あくまで正直にはならないつもりですか。
How long do you intend to lie to us?
まあまあ、校長先生。どうやら、マサヤ君は行為そのものは水に流している様子。それでいいではありませんか。
Now, Madam Headmistress, it's clear that Masaya-kun wants to forgive and forget. Isn't that enough?
しかし、私は校長という職務を鑑みて。
But as the school administrator, I cannot...
イエスは繰り返しおっしゃっているではありませんか。人を許し、罪を許せよ。と。
Jesus himself said many times, hate the sin, but love the sinner.
マサヤ君、叩かれたことは気にしていないのでしょ。
Masaya-kun, you forgive her for striking you? Yes. I don't mind at all.
ということで、いかがでしょう。この辺でそろそろ手打ちにしては。
Then isn't that enough? If we can just reach a compromise there.
理事長のおっしゃることはもちろんわかります。が、やはり甘いと言わざるを得ませんね。
Me too. I understand what you are saying, Madam Chairwoman. However, I believe that is overly lenient. Too many else.
ことは2人の間だけにとどまりません。我が番宣の全体に関わることです。
This is not a matter. This matter is not merely between the two of them. It concerns all of Vincine's.
番宣という器はこれまでずっと成長が保たれていました。
The vessel known as Vincine's has remained pure and pristine for all this time.
そこに一滴の泥が入り込んでしまった。一滴とはいえ、見過ごすことはできません。
Now, a single drop of mud has entered it. A single drop which cannot be allowed.
一体誰が濁った水を飲み干すことができますか？
After all, who can be expected to drink muddy water? You treated me like mud? I couldn't help but feel a little offended.
それは違いますよ、校長先生。マサヤくんが泥なのではありません。泥は最初からそこにあったのです。
I believe you're incorrect, Madam Headmistress. Sankun is not mud. The mud has been here since the beginning.
どういう意味でしょう？
What exactly do you mean by that?
長い歴史のうちにはどうしてもよどみが生じてしまいます。
This school has been collecting sediment all throughout its long history.
マサヤくんという一隻はその泥を巻き上げた。であれば一時視界を曇らせたとしてもそれは仕方のないことでしょう。
Saikun is the stone that has stirred up that mud. It is only natural that our vision should be obscured for a time.
よどみなどと。失礼ですが、理事長のお言葉とも思えません。私は驚きを禁じ得ません。
Sediment? Excuse me, but I can hardly believe what I'm hearing. I cannot contain my outrage at your words.
よどみと言って言い過ぎであれば、それは意識と言い換えてもいいかもしれません。
If the word sediment is too strong for you, you may replace the word with consciousness.
バンセンヌは人の心を一箇所に留め置く力がありますからね。良くも悪くも強烈な力場がある。
Vincine's. It has the tendency to lock a person's mind in place. For better or for worse, it is a powerful force.
まあ、校長先生がまた別のお考えをお持ちであることは私も承知しておりますが。
Of course, I am well aware that you have a different opinion on the matter, Madam Headmistress.
わかりました。では理事長に免じて今回の件は不問に付すとしましょう。
Very well. Then in deference to you, Madam Chairwoman, I shall concede the matter today.
あまりきれいな水では魚も住めないと言いますし。
As they say, water which is too pure has no fish. The headmistress didn't respond, but turned back to Chiho and me.
下がって結構です。
You may go. Oh, yes, ma'am.
はい。
Yes, ma'am. Wow. I can't believe we got out of that. I made a show of wiping my brow in relief.
私に助け舟を出したつもりなの。
Were you trying to cover for me in there? Huh?
嘘をついたことよ。
The way you lied. Oh. That wasn't what I... As we talked, Chiho still wouldn't meet my eyes.
感謝なんかしないんだからね。私、あんたのこと、絶対に許さないんだから。
You won't get any thanks from me. I'm never going to forgive you, you know.
おやおや。やっぱり二人の間には何かあるようなのですね。
Oh my. I can see you two do still have a conflict. Oh, Madam Chairwoman.
いえ、いいのです。心揺さぶられることがあってこそ青春。 私はそう思いますよ。
No, don't worry. Youth is a time for strong emotions. That is what I believe, at least.
さあ行きましょう。マサヤくんももう寮に戻るのでしょ。
Now, we should go. Masaya-kun, why don't you return to your dormitory? Ah, yes, ma'am. As we walked back together, I spoke up. Madam Chairwoman, earlier, the headmistress referred to Chiho as a final course tourist. What does that mean?
そう、そんなことを。
Huh. Did she say that?
そうした風潮も消えてくれることを期待して、私は共学科へと舵を切ったのですが。
I had hoped that changing the discussion to co-ed education would put that matter to rest once and for all. But other than those few cryptic words, she didn't address my question at all. Wow, thanks. I will never know. That's probably more scholarship students or something like that. After dinner, I got an email from Rise-san and headed for the recreation room. We have a game room? Or hobby room? Or lounge? Oh well. Hey there.
ごきげんよう。
And a different outfit, I think. Yep. Salutations.
もし人の目をはばかるような話なら、外に出てもいいですけれど、どうします？
If you do not wish to be overheard, we could go outside instead. What would you prefer? No, it doesn't really matter.
じゃあ、ここにしましょう。
Then let us remain. We headed for the sofa and sat.
じゃあ聞かせていただけるわね。千穂さんとの間に何があったのか。
Now, would you mind telling me what transpired between you and Chio-san? Sure. Let's see. Where to start? I gazed off into the distance as I murmured to myself. I guess in the end, it comes down to me breaking a promise. I think that's what Chio meant when she called me a traitor.
どんな約束？
What kind of promise? It was the day of our graduation. We agreed that after the ceremony, we'd meet in the park where we played as kids. Oh, that's probably her graduation certificate. For a second, I thought that was a microphone. But I ended up not going.
どうして？
But why? I couldn't go. I told you how my dad's loans forced us to run out a year ago. It was the day of my graduation.
じゃあそれで。
Then that means... It's true that there wasn't a lot of time, but we could have put off our departure a little. The biggest problem was my fear. At the time, my old man looked the most afraid he'd ever been. He was usually so laid back.
怯えるって？
Afraid? He thought that collection of our debt had been passed to a violent gang known as the Goons.
それってあれかしら。パッパトーレ月の石で話しかけてきた。
So, the people who confronted us at Papatory Moon Rock? Yeah, them. Well, it's my dad's fault for not acting in good faith. He always managed to duck out of his responsibilities one way or another. It was clear the creditors were getting pretty mad. My old man had a good nose for these things, and he got the feeling they'd be sending the mob. So we ran.
それで、千穂さんとのことがどう関わってくるのかしら。
So, how does Chio-san fit into all this? My old man was probably exaggerating to make me understand why we were running out. But he really drummed into me how dangerous the goons were. I smiled bitterly. Well, that much was true, at least. They even attacked you on an unrelated matter. Anyway, he got me scared too. I just thought that after we ran away, the goons might target Chio instead. That's what I kept thinking. Like you said, there was also a part of me that was broken up about having to leave. But at the time, I was really afraid.
でも借金取りが他人のところに押しかけるなんてそんなことがあるのかしら
But would they really pressure someone else about your debt? Maybe not. Maybe so. I don't really know how the mob does things.
あ、そっかでもあの時も
I see. But even then... Huh?
あの二人組は私たちが一緒にいるところを見ていたみたいだったのそれで
Well, the gang seemed to be watching us when we were together. And then...
私に対して借金がどうのってことを言ってきたわ
They did come to interrogate me regarding your debt.
なんか恋人と勘違いしたみたいではあったんだけど
I believe they may have mistaken us for lovers. I see. Then I guess I did the right thing.
お二人は付き合っていらしたの
Were the two of you seeing one another? Oh, no, nothing like that. Not even the slightest.
そう
And she's relieved. I see. So I cut off ties with Chiho right there. And for the same reason, didn't even try to contact her from where we had gone. But in the end, the mob showed up there too. That's why I tried not to make any friends. Well, a year later, a bunch of stuff happened where we were, and my old man and I ended up coming back home to Gigaoka. Then, the goons appeared and the old bastard ran. And you know the rest.
なるほどね
I see.
結局山にやまれる事情があったとそういうことなのね
In the end, it appears that the situation was unavoidable. Isn't that the case? I guess so.
だったら早く謝ってしまいなさいなその話もう伝えてあるの
In that case, you should apologize at once. Have you told her this story? No, I haven't had the chance. You're right, though. I guess that should be the first thing I do. I'll go see her tomorrow, then.
ええそうするといいと思うわ
Yes, I believe that would be for the best.
あそれには私もついていくから
If you don't mind, I will accompany you. What? Why? I stared at her in shock. Ise-san seemed unusually flustered.
別に二人のことが気になるとかそういうことではなくてよそういうことじゃなくて
It is not as though I am concerned about the two of you. It is not like that at all.
だって私は白百合会の会頭なのだから
But I am the leader of the White Lily Society.
マサヤさんは当然我が白百合会の会員ではないわね選挙を得ていないのだからだからそう会友
Naturally, you are a member of our society. Well, not properly. As you haven't been elected, you are an affiliate. Or affiliate.
会友がその幼馴染と和解しようというのですから会頭として見守るのは当然のことではなくて
I wish to see our affiliate come to terms with his childhood friend. As leader of the society, that is only natural. That is only natural. Isn't it? Is that natural?
当然なんです
Of course it's natural. Right. She had gotten so strangely insistent, I couldn't help but nod along.
そういえば卒業式の日、結局千穂さんはなんであなたを呼び出したの？
On that subject, I wonder what Chiyo-san wanted to say to you when she called you out there on graduation day. I don't know. I never got a chance to find out. And on to day 13. And it's after school again.